Brittany, what is your plan to become a millionaire?
Well, see, the thing about it is, I thought I was already rich because you was rich, so you just messed up my whole plan.
The new reality show, Thicker Than Water, follows the self-described Black Brady Bunch. Ben Tankard and his wife, Jewel, want to make sure their kids know you have to work hard to live well.
That's right, and that came as a surprise to some of the kids during a recent family meeting. Ben and his wife, Jewel, are bringing their family values to the couch here this morning. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Thank you for being here. Well, now, Ben and Jewel, you're both preachers in Tennessee, but what a lot of people don't know is that you're a Grammy-nominated artist, correct?
Yeah, the preaching is our moonlighting charity work.
Okay.
We make our living and we pay for our lifestyle through my Grammy-nominated recordings I've been doing for 25 years since I got kicked out of the NBA with an injury.
Okay. Well, then you turned lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, absolutely,
There you go.
absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
You still work with the NBA, thus the pin.
They allow me to motivational speak to the younger players in the D League.
The development
league. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So whose idea was it to get involved with a reality show?
I would say, would you think it was me?
Her.
Whatever.
Okay,
it
well,
was
you know what? He's telling the truth, though. I don't think this man's going to lie. So was it really your idea?
Well, I think it was, we had really talked about it because we had like a little bit of a show that we put on the Christian Network where we did 15 minutes of teaching the word and then 15 minutes of him just recording our family. And our family is just so funny.
Yeah.
And I think it had so many dynamics. And we also really thought that it could really speak to the family today.
Yeah.
And that you can still have a successful family even though it's blended together.
Yeah.
And so we really get real transparent about some of the challenges, some of the things we did right, some of the things we did wrong, and how we made this thing really work.
And we don't believe in stepmama, stepdaddy.
Yeah.
Everybody's family.
Right.
Right.
Oh, and I actually
Yeah.
enjoyed that watching the show. I mean, you have
Yeah.
your son and his wife living there under your
Yeah.
roof. You also have your daughters. And
Yes.
like you said, there's no stepdaughters or anything
Right.
like that. But now, you guys have a very interesting family motto, and that's that God wants us all to be millionaires. You even have a mantra that you say every morning in your mirror. So really, does God want us all to be millionaires? Because I would love for this to happen.
If he's God, why is he not getting what he wants?
We're givers, and we believe that if you're a millionaire, then if you see somebody in trouble, you can just do something more than pray for them. You can pay for them.
Yeah.
So we got over 30 charities that we donate into, and every day we sow into somebody else. And I think if you're a millionaire, you can help more people. That's the reason.
And then the other thing is it's the whole process, developing the diligence, the perseverance, the integrity, the relationships, maintaining those
You got to get
relationships.
up in the morning,
growing
return
those
phone
relationships.
calls. It's what you become
It's what you
on the way.
become in that
we're-
process, yeah.
But you live a very, very nice lifestyle, and hey, more power to you. And I'm no biblical scholar, but there are people who believe that to follow the style of Jesus, you have to be poor and give pretty much everything away, and that you can't be living the high life and still be like
That's very subjective, because if you really want to be like Jesus, you'd have to turn in your blue jeans for a robe, and you can't have an iPhone or a computer. So it's subjective as to how you look at it. I work hard for 25 years as a recording artist, over 100 concerts a year. 25 years, you ought to have a house out the deal. 25 years, you ought to have a car out the deal. So we don't apologize for living a good life because we give more than how we live.
Well, I think that your son also said it best, that people look at somebody like Lil Wayne and they think that it's okay for him to have cars and planes and things like that, but then they look at you and they think there's always that judgment there.
Yeah.
And our whole thing is we teach our children, don't define people on if they drive an Escort or a Mercedes. Define them based on their character, who they are. Because otherwise we're going back to the whole civil rights thing, that African Americans are lower class. It's the same thing. If you judge me on this, that's so shallow. Judge me on who I am and how I behave and how I treat people. That's really what you should be defining people's character, not on what they have or don't have.
Which one of you started calling yourselves the Brady Bunch?
I did, because we've got 5 children, 2 daughter-in-laws, and a granddaughter, all under the same roof, and a housekeeper. It's some life lessons.
Is her name Alice?
No, it's
Do you have a dog named Tiger?
Velma.
Are you also an architect?
But we call it Christian. We don't call it drama. We call it Christian calamities with a heavenly ending.
Okay, well, let's take a look at it. I think we have it here, right?
Yes.
I feel like he kind of tried to sabotage my show.
I didn't sabotage her hair show. She just cannot accept responsibility when she's wrong.
That all should have been communicated beforehand. That's your fault that you didn't identify.
Okay, I take responsibility. It's my fault. It's all my fault. Everything is all my fault. Everything is my fault.
Do you need anybody else an apology?
Right now, I'm just done.
Oh, Brooklyn. So how do you guys keep the peace? It's hard.
We need striped shirts, referees.
I think, you know, we have a lot of family meetings. And we do a lot of communicating about core values of God, love, family, fighting for your family, peace. And so we have to talk a lot out. And then at the end of the day, the children, they get it. They're like, we know you right, but we was just tripping right there.
And then we have an allowance package.
Tell us about the allowance package for the Tankard family, because I might want to be adopted. So here we go.
Really, do you have any extra
Break it
bedrooms?
down. What is an allowance for, like, Cyrene is how old is she, 16?
She's 18.
Oh, she's 18 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cyrene is 18 years old. Break down her allowance structure.
Well, she gets about $50 a week, and the rest of them have different amounts, but they get demerits for arguing with each other.
Really?
Yes.
I like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably gets anywhere from $50 to $100 a week, but the only reason is because of gas.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I make her manage it. Like, I told her, you can eat out once a week, go to the movies. Otherwise, you need to be in here cooking if something's not already cooked. You know, because we're really trying to teach them the work ethic and not to just have things thrown at them. We don't just give them, like, we are very frugal. We all
No
have
new cars, all pre-owned
vehicles.
cars.
Right. You know what? These values, you got to watch the show. The show is fantastic.
Yes.
We really
And my
appreciate
granddaughter
you guys
gets the
being
biggest
here.
allowance of them all.
Oh, that's right,
Yes,
Grandpa.
yes.
There you go.
God gave us grandkids as a reward for not killing our kids.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Well, Ben and Jewel, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And be sure to tune into Thicker Than Water Sundays on Bravo. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.